Welcome to the Pickle-cast, where we talk about anything and everything nerdy, as well as pickles.
Congratulations, you read it correctly. On this episode of the Pickle-cast, we bring you part 2 of the most terrifying enemies in the Warhammer 40k universe. That went very well.
That went good.
That went extremely well.
We done read good.
We read very good.
We did.
So, part 2.
Part 2.
So we talked about last week about the Tyranids, the orcs,
the orky boys,
the chaos,
and the chaos,
and that was it, right?
And then we diverged off to
controversial subjects. The slime of the internet.
Yes,
who don't think black ultramarines should exist.
No, I do.
No, I said the internet people think that.
Don't say I do.
Ben thinks there can't be any black people.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to start with? The Tau Empire?
I think we should start with the Tau.
So these guys are like the anime part of 40k, right?
Yes, yeah.
They're blue.
They are blue.
So I know they're like really advanced in technology and
very advanced.
They wear like armor. They look very out of place.
Yeah.
In 40k.
Yeah.
And they look really like futuristic.
Yeah.
Instead of like, because I know the Imperium of Manus has like a Renaissance look to it almost, especially like their battleships and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they use like 17th century tactics.
Yes.
In space. And I think the first time they fought the Tau were like, why the fuck are they doing that?
Yeah, right? What the fuck why are you running at us?
Why are you broadsiding?
Yes.
Into
the breach!
Until a fucking a space marine ship, a battle barge pulled up between two of theirs and broadsided both sides and destroyed the ships.
Both
yeah, both like, Tau ships.
Oh, both Tau ships. Okay.
Yeah, space marine just and like
Jesus. That's fucking stupid. Battle ship combat in space.
Yeah.
But so the Tau there are a bunch of different
Tau Empire. The main race is the Tau, and then they have like auxiliaries like the Kroot and Vespids or something who are like
Vespid.
Who are like what are those, like the drones from the Covenant?
Like the ball things?
The bugs.
The Flood? No,
the little bugs that the Covenant has.
The grunts?
Nope, the ones that fly.
Oh, I don't know.
Those little assholes.
Yeah, they were like in.
They were in 2 and 3.
Were they in 2 and? Oh, the fly looking ones.
Yeah, the flying ones.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they look like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They look like just like that.
And I see minor species too.
Yeah.
It's like a whole
list
page long.
Yeah.
But they definitely have a lot of like advanced looking technology. Like I think don't they use like more lasers than anything?
Yeah, it's like plasma.
Yeah.
They use more plasma, pulse and stuff like that.
So
as the Imperium will still use like 5.57 in their auto guns.
Yeah.
That's what they call like a gun with lead.
Yeah.
Instead of a las gun, it's an auto gun. And it's like 5.57.
5.57. Yeah, the Imperium of Man was actually NATO. The NATO forces.
Like literally.
So I didn't know this, but the Adeptus Mechanicus discovered the Tau.
Yep, and they were gonna annihilate them.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Oh, we just discovered you, Exterminatus.
Because they were just like, oh, we need to clear the planet for us, and then the planet got cut off from the rest because of a warp storm.
Oh, okay.
So you can't travel there. You can't do FTL travel.
Oh, okay.
To there.
So.
And they got lucky.
So, what are some of the like the tactics they use?
Oh, it's all like it's all like practical shit.
Yeah, like modern day.
No one's like, in a big red in enough armor for a Honda Civic and a huge flag running at you with a sword.
Yeah.
No, it's all long range shit.
Well, that's smart. I'm surprised. So they're like new.
And they use they have like the cool hover tanks.
Oh, okay, cool.
And they have like those Gundam looking dudes who are cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it's like very long range practical shit, and that's like a big meme about them.
Yeah.
Is that they suck in melee.
Yeah, but they can shoot you from far away.
And the whole thing with 40k is like, if you can't melee, you're a fucking pussy. When they have like laser rifles and shit, it's like, why would you ever run up to someone?
Yeah. Well, it's like that really old meme that I sent you.
Cool. You know? Yeah. If it looks cool, it is cool.
Like that really old meme that I sent you like years ago, where it's a guy in a tank with a sword. Yeah, it's like, drive me closer so I can hit him with my cutlass.
Yeah, that's a fucking... Yeah.
That's so stupid.
There's one of that with a commissar, and he's like, Guardsman, drive me closer so I may strike it.
Yeah.
And he's in a tank.
Yeah, right?
And it's just like, you're an idiot.
So they got like... I wouldn't call them mechs. I mean, would you call these mechs?
I mean, it's like a battle suit.
Yeah, so it's like an exosuit. That's pretty cool.
They have like AI as well.
Oh, really?
Which the Imperium is a big no-no on.
So Imperium and the Tau Empire are enemies then?
Yeah. Sometimes they aren't, sometimes they are.
Gotcha.
Sometimes they'll team up because the Tyranids are around.
Yeah.
And then the Tau will take a planet.
Yeah, I mean, Tau, physically, they look really cool.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah, like they have like... They look like sci-fi.
Yeah, they look straight sci-fi.
Yeah. So I think that's like a good like medium for new people. I think of it like a new person that wasn't like if I looked up Warhammer 40k without
you saw the Tau first.
And I'd be like, "Oh, it's sci-fi. It's pretty cool."
Well, I think it all looks sci-fi, but I would say
but it has a style.
There's more the style of the Imperium is definitely like
gothic and like
in Napoleonic era.
And I mean, that's cool in itself, too.
That's dope as fuck. But the Imperial Guard, you can look it up right now. They have the best drip.
Oh, yes. I forget. It's all about the drip here.
It really is.
What, the Imperial Guard?
Look up, Imperial Guard.
Imperialism.
Vostroyan Firstborn.
What? What am I looking up? Porn. P-O-R.
Hold on, I'll try and get that spell check. It's V-O-S.
V-O-S.
Vostroyan. So V-O-S-T-R-O-Y-A-N.
O-Y?
Yeah, Vostroyan and Firstborn.
And
then images.
And then wow, they look like British dudes.
And look at their drip.
Yeah, they got like the big old hat.
The big old hat.
Yeah, they look like fucking grenadiers.
Yeah,
grenadiers.
Yeah, grenadiers.
Grenadiers.
That one right there.
This one?
Up.
Up. This one?
No.
This one?
Up.
This one?
That one.
This one?
Yeah. Just look at that.
Look at it. Oh, I hope that's not like a weird...
Yeah, it's spyware.
Yeah, probably.
You can get a better...
I don't think I can. I mean, that's pretty... Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is this?
I don't know. Oh, there you go. It showed you the picture.
I don't want to open the link. Yeah, they look
sick.
Yeah, they do.
That was my background on my computer for a while.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, like really nice and pixelated and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, they look Victorian.
Yes, yeah.
You know?
And that's the whole, it's like Imperium's advanced, but it's also like regressive as well.
Yeah. I mean, I mean,
you should look up the Praetorian Guard too.
Just exit it out.
I know. It's okay.
Praetorian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Just do 40k Praetorian Guard.
Yeah, I still have to spell Praetorian. Pull
that up, Will.
Pull that up.
Jamie, can you pull this up?
Can you pull this up for me? Praetorian Guard. These guys?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They look like...
Drift looking
wow.
dudes.
Jeez. This is like straight out of like...
Rogue Zulu.
Yeah.
The movie Zulu.
With Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Dude, they even got like line dudes. What the hell is that?
See right there?
Yeah, that's from the movie.
Yeah. But they gave him like a laser eye.
That's really funny. That's so stupid. But yeah, I mean, it's got like the...
It's cool though.
Yeah, it's like a futuristic...
And it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... But yeah, I feel like the Tau Empire just like straight out of like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And like anime as well.
Yeah. I feel like that's
those little Gundams are definitely inspired.
Flying off the shelves. Yeah. Those Gundam are inspired by Gundam. Yeah. This Gundam seems to be made out of Gundam. Yeah. But they're a new faction, right?
Yeah, they came out like 2001, I think.
Oh wow, okay. So that was like the last new faction that came up, or
No, they just did a new one. The Leagues of Otan.
The Leagues of Otan.
I don't know much about them. They're like the space dwarves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They look like dwarves.
They look like dwarves.
But,
They're small ogren.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
But so any like big wars?
Yeah, the Damocles Crusade.
Hmm. And I also saw that they also fight the Tyranids a lot too.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Let me see.
And the orcs.
And the orcs. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, they probably wipe the floor with the orcs.
Oh yeah.
You know, because they got like missiles, and it feels like the Tau are like. I feel like they don't attack. Do they attack? Do they try to like conquer shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have what they call sphere expansions.
Oh, okay.
But it's mostly like their diplomatic corps that does it.
And I know that their history was like very like trying to get all these species together to work together, and I think that was like a big deal.
I think the big thing was trying to get the Tau to work together too, because they were just killing each other.
And weren't they like? Don't they like? Aren't their leaders like? Aren't they all like connected? I'm pretty. If I
would say
remember,
connected, but they're in a rigid caste system.
What's that now?
Where you have like a place in society.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's like a pyramid.
Earth caste, fire caste. Earth caste is like the builders, the scientists.
Yep. So it's like almost like a feudal system.
Yeah, it's like a Hinduism as a caste system. So so people call the Tau communists.
Oh, really?
But what GW did was they took like multiple Asian themes to base them off of. But
that makes sense.
Blue, we call them commies because they're fucking fish commies. No, they have like
the Red Scare.
They're like structures based on like the Hindu.
Everybody has a job to do.
Yeah, you can't marry outside of your caste.
Yeah, because then that throws off the power. Power balance. And everything. Like some builder guy marries into like the top of the line, and
the water caste is the diplomats. The earth caste is the scientists and the builders. Fire caste is the warriors, the fighters.
It's kind of weird how the builders and the scientists are put together.
Yeah.
I feel like the scientists would be higher now.
I think it just encompasses one thing, And then the air caste is all the pilots.
Yeah.
And they all have like thin bones and shit.
No shit.
Because they used to be able to fly, I guess.
Oh. So they're like, each caste system has like pretty much is a species then.
No, they're all Tau.
Oh. Yeah, but what about all the other species?
Oh yeah, like I think they divide everybody up like that. Well, Kroot they use as mercenaries because they're all fighters. Yeah. I don't know what they do with humans because they have humans in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can find humans anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's some planets that are human planets that never knew the Imperium.
Oh,
that
really?
Only knew the
That's
Tau.
crazy. So that really puts into perspective how like big the world is.
Well, yeah, it's a solar system. There's like millions and millions of planets.
Yeah.
And the Emperor didn't conquer and recolonize every human world. He missed a few.
Mm-hmm. We missed a few on the way.
And they've just been separate for so long, and then the Tau come along.
So the Ethereals, they spoke of the importance of peace and understanding between all Tau. They described a greater good.
Yeah, the greater good.
The greater good that each Tau must strive towards. So, who are the Ethereals? Are they like
the head?
So they're like the top. Mm-hmm. So they pretty much brought everybody together, really.
Yeah.
In the Tau, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? Who would you send to fight them?
Who would I send to fight? Well, I wouldn't send anyone who's rushing at them. So no Krieg.
Yeah, no Krieg. Unfortunately,
I would send Catachans because they'll ambush them if there's any type of.
Wait,
jungle.
Those are the jungle guys, right?
Yeah.
Those are the guys.
Those are the Rambo looking.
Yeah, the Rambo looking.
They don't wear uniforms.
Yeah. They're all shirtless.
All identify
the headbands. Yeah.
Well, they wear like vests.
Yeah.
And they have like armored units who just wear vests in a tank.
So you'd send them or
to ambush them.
What Space Marine would you send?
Probably the Raven Guard and the Raptors.
Okay.
As they use practical tactics.
Okay. So they're like smart.
Mm-hmm. And I'd probably send.
They probably have a tough time though with the.
Probably send the Destroyers as well.
Like who would cover the air? Because I know the Tau are like really, they're very like air. They have like their own
the
fucking.
Imperium has a huge, their own.
Yeah. No.
Jets and stuff. I don't know any of those names.
No, you don't.
No, I read a book about them,
but I forgot.
It's really
all of it.
good. It's called was it called
Blazing Angels?
No, Double Eagle.
Double Eagle.
And it's like the Battle of Britain, but 40K.
Oh, really?
It's so good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they used to have GW used to have a game that with like the flyers, the terrestrial flyers, not like the space ones.
Yeah.
Because the Imperium has spacecraft and
yeah,
aircraft.
Yeah.
It's not like a TIE fighter that can do both.
No, yeah, right.
Sorry, I'm a little stuffy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that much about the Tau, considering they're still pretty new in the grand scheme of things.
But what was I talking about?
Talking about the
air.
Well, you're also talking about like what Space Marines you would send.
Oh, yeah, Raptors, Raven Guard.
That's it.
Well, I mean,
everybody. Send everybody.
Any type of Ultramarine successor.
Yeah. So,
because Ultramarines they're not the best at everything, but they're good at everything.
Yeah. Well, they have like
their successors are usually like that.
They have like rail guns and shit.
Yeah.
The greater good is a central philosophy that unites all Tau. It teaches that every self-aware being is equal and plays an important part in the Tau society. What do you think of that?
That's
heresy.
Communism.
That's heresy, right?
Yeah, communism.
Sounds like heresy to me. Oh, wow, they got like the ranks on here too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna pretend to announce any of that.
No.
Wow, they got like the whole fucking thing. Wow. Yeah, definitely. If you're listening,
on the wiki, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely like look up the wiki because it's so much fucking information.
Or just go on YouTube.
Yeah, just go on YouTube. It's easier that way.
Subscribe to the Pickle-cast.
Yeah, you should subscribe to the Pickle-cast. We cadre.
I would probably use anyone who's really good at long range.
Yeah.
But the Catachans definitely, especially if there's a lot of like
I kind of
jungle.
Yeah.
You always want the Catachans.
I feel like the Tau aren't inherently evil.
No.
Like I feel like
they're not as like the Imperium is definitely more kill the alien.
Yeah.
Because there is a quote by I think it was a Death Watch Marine. Mm-hmm. He was like, do not ask why kill the alien. Ask
how.
Why not?
Why not? Okay. Oh, I think I remember that quote.
And the Imperium will they'll be friendly with like some aliens for a little while, but the Tau, they're not like inherently evil.
No. I feel like if you get captured by them, you wouldn't have a bad time.
No, they'll try to convert you probably.
Yeah, probably.
To join them.
Yeah. So do they have
there is a small faction within the Tau that wants to
join the Imperium?
Get rid of all the aliens.
Oh, really?
In there. Just the Tau. They just
want Tau. Oh, so okay. So they're an alien race that's xenophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so. Where in the tier list would you put the Tau?
Probably. I wouldn't say they're that scary. I mean, it's definitely going to be more of a. They're like fast paced.
Yeah. So they're kind of like a light.
They have like lightning fast tactics.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think that'd be scary.
No, they're definitely not scary. They're just definitely more
like, oh yeah, these guys aren't gonna digest me.
No, I wouldn't want that.
They're just good.
Yeah.
Like you're definitely gonna get sniped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like these aren't really like the most terrifying faction. I feel like this is kind of like
I would probably send the Mordian Iron Guard too as well, because they're good at urban warfare, which there'd probably be a lot of that.
Yeah.
With the Tau.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty advanced, so they probably have like mega cities and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well. Funny thing
actually,
a Tau diplomat went to a hive world.
Oh yeah.
And he saw a hive city.
He hated it.
And he asked what was the population in there, and it was something crazy, like 16 billion.
Jesus.
And this Tau was like, it was like, oh my God, we will never beat the Imperium because in that one city alone, there's more humans than there are Tau in the whole solar system. So he was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, I mean it's so massive. Everything is like, it's just so many people.
Oh yeah, it's too many.
No wonder there's so, like, if you think about it, no wonder there's always war.
Oh yeah,
Because there's too many people.
There's too many.
There's too many.
Yeah.
They just need to exterminate us a couple planets, you know?
Yeah, every planet.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Tau, I mean, would you live on a Tau world?
Probably. They probably treat you well.
Yeah, they probably do.
I mean, I would definitely. I like their ships.
Yeah.
Like their ships look dope.
Yeah. What do they look like?
Fucking look them up.
I mean, like,
play Battlefield Gothic.
Okay.
I mean, Battlefleet Gothic too.
Battlefield Gothic.
Battlefield Gothic. Imagine they came out a 40k Battlefield game.
Probably not.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting the new Space Marines?
Fuck yeah. Is that even a question?
I don't know, man.
I think it's co-op and it's cross-platform.
Oh really?
So we're playing it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna play.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, there's PvE in it too.
Huh?
There's PvE in it too.
I know. I showed you.
Yeah, I know. Well, we didn't tell the people that aren't listening.
PvE and PvP.
And PvP. And PP.
PP. But Tau, no, I wouldn't say they're scary.
No, not at all. I mean, they look kind of scary, but that's because I'm a human.
It's more
like,
it'd be more practical.
Yeah.
Like warfare.
Yeah, it's kind of like more it's more like if you think of tactics used today, I think.
Yeah.
It's funny because they're like the closest to like humans that work today in the military, which is pretty funny. But anything more to add to the Tau? Fucking commies.
Fucking commies. No, probably not.
No?
Probably not. I think that's all we can really say about them.
Yeah. I mean,
there is this one funny thing where the Tau, right? They were fighting the humans.
Yeah.
And like I think it was like their first conflict
like
or
the
second.
Imperium?
Yeah, they're fighting the Imperium. And they saw like posters about Titans.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, that's propaganda. There's no way those things
and then
exist."
it fucking comes out.
They were like, "What kind of society would waste that much resources on something like that when you could build like more ships?"
Yeah.
And then I think they were in like a convoy too or something like that. And then all of a sudden they noticed something strange. It was like, "Why are those mountains getting closer to us?" And it was
a Titan.
It was a Titan lumbering towards them.
Did you get that picture I sent to you of that guy that made a Titan? Like, it was like a Warhammer board, and it had like all the little units, and it was like a picture of a Titan, and it was like up to the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
That is so big.
Dude, those things are ridiculous.
That's so ridiculous. Why would you need that?
Cathedral on top of
Why would you need that?
Because it
because it looks cool.
Because it looks cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty easy way to conquer a planet.
Yeah, I feel like
I feel like you need 2 of those to conquer a whole planet.
You think so? Just 2?
If you drop 2 on modern day Earth, you would conquer the planet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even if like we drop a nuke on it, I feel like it would be like, oh, that's 50 HP down or something.
It has fucking shielding.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when they like first made this, they were like, all right, let's make this cool as possible.
Yeah.
Like, let's make this really cool looking.
Let's make this as ridiculous
as possible. As ridiculous as possible. All right. Now that we talked about the Tau, we can go to the Eldari.
The Eldari.
So, head of state unknown. So, who are the Eldari? Because I've never really researched them at all.
The space elves.
The space elves.
Yes.
Ugh.
And they had a galactic spanning empire until they literally birthed one of the chaos gods.
Really? They birthed
Slaanesh.
Slaanesh, yeah. Okay.
They live forever.
Because they depict Slaanesh as an elf, right?
Kinda.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
They live forever, kind of thing, and they
so
were
they're all
bored,
immortal.
and they had no real conflict.
Yeah.
So they're having orgies, but then orgies get boring after a while.
That's when you know it's bad.
So then they went really extreme, and they birthed the fucking insane god of excess.
So.
And most of them died.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
Yeah.
The ones who still lived escaped in continent-sized ships.
Oh, okay. Oh,
called craft worlds.
I did listen to something about the Eldari. Not as much as the other factions, though.
Yeah.
So they're basically like at the point of extinction, right?
Almost.
So, but they all live forever.
Yeah. But they're floating around in ships, craft world ships. Sorry, and then they have a few planets left where some reside, and they like ride dinosaurs or some shit and farm.
Yeah.
And then there's the Drukhari as well, who are the torture. They like to torture people.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Fun. But so tell us the brief history of the Eldari.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
The Galactic expanding empire, it fell.
Yeah.
And now they roam the galaxy in their craft worlds, and they're very anti-chaos.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Very anti-chaos.
So Imperium of Man and the Eldari kind of like
get along from time to time.
Yeah. So what do they?
It's a very toxic relationship.
Yeah. So like they basically kind of just chill out. They're not really doing anything.
I mean, they're just trying to survive. A lot of them in the craft world, because all right, so the craft world would be like if you lived in a monastery, almost.
Oh, okay.
Like that kind of life.
So when you say craft world, I'm thinking of like the end of Interstellar. Is that kind of what it is?
I mean, you can look it up. It's just a giant ship that floats through space.
Yeah, that's what the end of Interstellar is.
Oh.
When
oh, you mean that ring?
Yeah, that ring thing. Yeah, it's like
That doesn't look like that though.
Oh, it's just
that
like a giant
cool ship.
Oh, okay.
It actually looks pretty dope. Yeah. Their ships look pretty dope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're space elves.
Yeah.
And plus, everything needs to look cool, right?
Yeah. And their ships are they have like sails on them in the back.
Oh no shit!
It's like solar sails, I think they call them.
Yeah.
And all their guns are in the front.
Oh. And
not on the side.
It's kind of weird. You would think they'd be on the side.
No, they're all like on the prow, and they're very quick.
Oh, really?
And a lot of them, right, when they live on the craft world, they feel very like repressed. So a lot of them leave and turn into like corsairs.
Okay.
And they're like pirates, almost. And they, it's like a life of adventure. But an Eldar always has to try and stave off Slaanesh.
Yes.
Because she wants their souls.
Yes.
When you die, you better hope someone, because they have these stones.
Okay.
That they can like put a person into, like your soul is in it.
Like a soul gem from Skyrim?
It's literally like a soul gem. It looks like a soul gem as well. And they're able to either revive you or they put you in a new body of a wraithbone, like it's like a robot.
Oh, okay.
Thing. And you're still alive.
I bet the Imperium of Man doesn't really like that.
Well, no. I mean, the Grey Knights allowed some Eldar to go down to a demon world. Oh, no. No, I think the Grey Knights found some of those stones on a demon world.
Oh, okay.
I think they gave it back to the Eldar.
So when you say demon world, what do you mean?
It's a planet overrun with demons. It's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty self-explanatory. Demon world.
A demon world? What do you fucking do?
What do you fucking
it's just like a whole planet full of demons, huh?
It's in chaos cultists. Jesus. Yes, and everyone's running around going,
I'm going to eat you.
I'm going to eat you, then fuck it.
Oh, God. Oh, man, that's so fucked up. It's kind of cool, though, when...
Oh, yeah, that sounds real cool.
No, I mean, it's fuck you. It sounds... It's kind of cool how it kind of has like a fantasy element almost.
Yeah.
In 40k.
Yeah, it's big fantasy.
Big
on the fantasy.
I mean, it's like sci-fi, but it's also fantasy at the same time. Like, I know sci-fi is also fantasy, but it kind of blends the elements.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, there's demons here.
Yeah. You don't see that in Star Wars.
No.
Or Star Trek.
No. I almost kind of I kind of wish 40k wouldn't be made in other media, because like then you run into the problem of like, all right, now we have to appease the general audience, right?
Yeah,
I think that's like an issue.
I think that's a big problem with because Henry Cavill is working with Amazon.
Yeah, and like he's one of those actors where it's like you got to do it right.
Yeah,
like Pedro Pascal.
Well, he's also producing it.
Oh, okay, so it's in safe hands
him.
then. Okay. Well, that's good then.
And that's why they kicked him off of The Witcher, because he was very much like, no,
yeah, what was that?
This isn't how the books.
Yeah, and they wanted to go a different way.
Yeah, no, I stopped watching after like an episode in season 2.
I started it, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this, and then I just stopped for some reason. I think it was around when I started it. I think it was around the time, like, because I also didn't really play the game that much. Like, I've
played the game and read one of the books.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read the others.
The game's just like so huge. Like, I don't have the time.
It's the greatest game.
I don't have the time.
I like how we went off track.
Yeah. Well, it's
Whatever.
a podcast.
It's a podcast.
But yeah, I think like if you bring it to the general audience, it changes and it kind of gets watered down, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, is that me gatekeeping?
Probably.
Yeah, it probably is.
I mean, gatekeeping isn't.
It's not inherently bad.
It's not inherently bad.
Yeah, because you find it in like music a lot too.
Yeah.
For me, because there's a certain band that is like metal, but it has like R&B influences, and people are like, "Oh, this is a metal," and like you got the metalheads that are like, "Oh, this is a metal," but then you get some metalheads that are like, "Oh, this is metal," and then you get the basic white chicks that like the R&B stuff, and it's like, yeah, I get why you're gatekeeping, but it's also like it's new people finding metal music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. It's music.
It brings new eyes.
It does.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. But like anytime it comes to the general,
make it unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Whereas you completely change everything.
Yeah, I know.
Just to appease the fan who probably won't even spend any money on a
I mean, like you get
mini.
You get like Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
That doesn't even know about Warhammer.
No.
And then he watches the show and he's like, "Oh, wow, that's cool."
Yeah.
Like 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to spend all that money just for the minis. Like I don't even spend money on the minis.
Yeah.
But like I like reading about the lore.
Yeah.
And I'd buy a Warhammer. I mean, I have all the fantasy game, like the Total War games, and I'll buy Space Marines too.
You have a literal flag.
I have a flag of Ultramarine right there.
Yeah.
Behind me. But like, yeah, I mean, like I'm not gonna buy the miniatures, but I still like reading the lore. Like I like lore.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
me
too.
And it's something to listen to at work.
Yeah, it is.
Even if I'm like, okay, I didn't even hear any of that, I gotta rewind it.
Yeah. No, I have books, I have minis, I have, I listen to the lore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm full board.
Yeah. But so the Drukhari, or the Eldar.
Eldari.
The Eldari.
Or Eldar.
So I feel like they kind of like, they just kind of stick to themselves, really, because they just need to survive.
Yeah, or they do go out and stir some shit up.
With who?
In the Imperium.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll.
Why would they do that?
Because they're a very psychic race. So one of their Farseers will see something in the future, and they'll do something like. They're very like racist too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, aren't most elves presented as kind of racist,
snobby? Yeah. And
like
so what
anywhere.
they'll do is like they'll sacrifice like, oh, we see a Tyranid hive is coming for a craft world.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll rile up the orcs in this area, and
so they kind of play like 4D chess.
And then the Imperium will be on the alert.
Yeah.
And then the Tyranids will fight the Imperium and the orcs, and then these 3 planets will die. You know, all these billions of humans will die.
It's fine.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
And our craft world can escape.
Yeah. Well, I can understand
they do shit
that.
Like that.
I can understand that.
They do shit like
because like they can't.
Because they don't value like a human life.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't care.
I mean, but
they call humans monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah, monkey.
Wow. Amazing.
And it's not supposed to be because we evolved from monkeys. It was a name of like a parasitic slug that ate its own. So it's even worse.
That's funny.
When they call you that.
Oh, I think my mic is too loud. Hold on. It's only 30 minutes in. That's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
They're just yelling at.
Yeah, like hello everybody. But so they pretty much kind of like do their own thing. They play 4D chess with the world.
Yeah.
Do you think worlds? Do you think they're like gonna get back to their strength from before?
No.
They're that far gone.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like, are they like?
People are like, oh, they're going extinct. It's like, my ass, they are. There's so many craft worlds that have like billions of them on it.
Yeah.
And there's the Exodites who are like, they live on the planets.
Yeah.
A few planets. And then there's the fucking Drukhari. I'm like, dying race my ass.
Dying race my ass. You heard it here, folks. But yeah. So of course, it does make sense that like I find it interesting that like chaos would like kind of influence their mind because they've made a chaos like god.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But they always have to like worry about that.
They always have to worry about it.
That sucks.
Because she'll come for their souls when they die,
and then they'll be in BDSM demons.
Yeah, probably. And all their gods were like destroyed.
Yeah.
Except for Cain, who was broken up into like a million pieces.
Jeez.
Who they now use as like a Pokemon, the avatar of
the
Cain.
Pokemon.
Yeah, if you look up the avatar of Cain, you'll see it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of history about.
See, that's a craft world right there.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Oh, almost looks like a clone Star Destroyer.
Yeah, but it's much bigger.
But it's much better and cooler.
Yeah.
It looks cooler.
And the only god to escape is the god of, he's like the clown god. I think his name was like Sugarath or something.
Sugarath.
Something. And he has there's another Eldar faction, the clowns. I don't know much about them.
The clowns?
Yeah, they put like masks on.
I think when I watched the video on the Eldari,
and they're like super powerful.
Yeah, I remember I was like, what the fuck is this? The clown people?
Yeah.
But then again they have chaos noise.
Yeah, noise marines.
I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
The clowns dudes, they treat every battle like a play or something like that.
Oh really?
It's like a show.
That's so stupid.
I forget what they're called.
But these people, I'm pretty sure weren't they in the fantasy, the Warhammer?
There's elves.
Yeah.
They're just called the High Elves.
I thought they were the Dark Elves.
That's the Druki.
Okay, and they're the Slaanesh people.
Yeah, they're more of like the fucked up.
I play as them.
Yeah, I bet you do. Malekith?
No, the chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can see her boobs.
Yeah, I can see her boobies. No, they're really like powerful.
Yeah.
Dude, I have like half the last time I played Warhammer like 3, I had like half the map conquered.
Damn.
It was pretty crazy. I'm like, how am I winning?
Pathetic. I played as the Slayer King. And I had like the whole dwarf, of the mountains.
I also did the I don't think it was a Slayer King. I think it was the what's the other guy name?
Thorgrim.
No. The one where you start really far up north. In that line of mountains.
Mohawks?
No. I think he's got a helmet.
What the fuck did you play? Oh, True King of Eight Peaks. That one?
No.
No?
Not that guy. He looks younger. He has like red beard, red hair.
Yeah, that's the Slayer King.
Maybe it is the Slayer King.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a while.
Ungra Iron Fist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's got the Thunderers.
Yeah, Thunderer. Well, they all have Thunderers.
Yeah, that's true. But I think he starts out with some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always fighting fucking chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, the more north you go there,
you're
going to run into chaos.
Yeah. I mean, I actually beat the grand campaign.
But
I'm like, I'm going to continue.
With the dwarves.
I'm going to continue.
But
I'm going to take over the world.
Like a chaos invasion.
Yeah. Every 5 turns.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
I'm like, oh, goddamn.
And they use oh, my God. It takes so much.
Especially against the chaos dwarves, too. I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah.
But Eldari, would you... What the fuck is that noise?
A vacuum.
Oh. I'm startled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would you send to fight against the Eldari?
See, the thing is about that is
it's all space, right?
A lot of it's in space, but they have tanks. They have Titans too. Should look those up. The Eldari Titans.
Eldari Titans. We'll have to
we'll
have to figure out how to get like the computer screen on YouTube. But that'll come in time.
I think Wraithbone Titans.
Wait, I might Eldari. Aldi's near me. How do you spell it? I forgot an E.
Sorry, folks, we're looking something up.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
They see that's another like hard thing to ask. Like, who? You know who I'd fucking send? You know what? Imperial. Yeah, look at that.
They look like
thing.
Gundams.
Yeah, look at that fucking thing.
I feel like you could take that down pretty easily.
Yeah, with a Titan or an Imperial Knight.
I know, but they look so like flimsy. Like
yeah, well, so do the there. See in the tabletop.
Yeah.
The Eldari are described as a glass cannon.
A glass cannon.
Where it's going to hit you hard.
Yeah.
But they're very fragile.
I feel like one like bazooka shot to the leg and it's done, you know? No.
That thing's like
impossible.
That thing's like a walking skyscraper, okay?
That's true. All right, 2 bazooka shots to the leg.
I would send the Tempestus Scions.
The who?
Look those
never heard
up.
of them.
Wow, I can't believe you never heard of them.
No.
You're a big guard dude too. I gotta send you some guard videos. The Tempestus Scions
I'm not even gonna
TMP.
TMP?
TMP. Sorry.
TEMP.
And then UST.
UST.
And then Scions.
Like the car?
SCIONS.
So like the car?
Yeah. And then just put 40K.
Tempest Scions.
And these guys
wow.
They're the best.
Oh wow.
Guards.
They have toys? I mean they have action figures?
They are the fucking Navy SEALs.
They look like souped up guardsmen.
They are.
They look like the in between.
They go to a special school.
Yeah.
See, they have a thing where the Imperium trains all its commissars, naval officers, army officers, Adeptus Sororitas, these guys, Tempestus Scions, and even some Inquisitors. I think it's called a Scholar Genium, and they usually take war orphans. So if both your parents were in the guard and they died, they pluck you.
Oh wow!
And they train you in this special school to become a specialized person.
I like the little minigun-esque thing they got.
Oh yeah, I think it's called like a hell gun.
That's
so it's like a souped up fucking las gun.
That's really cool.
So it's super powerful.
I need to get one of these because I got a Kriegsman.
I know.
Up there. I need to get
medic,
one.
funny enough.
Huh?
It's a Krieg medic.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't it? It's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
It's like, we're not stopping.
Like I didn't even know those things existed.
Yeah, I thought they shoot him in the head.
Yeah, they're like, oh, here's your medicine. Yeah, this looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, these guys are the best of the best when it comes to guardsmen.
Yeah, they got like the whole pack.
Like they're able to take down like Chaos Space Marines as well.
That's really cool. Yeah. So all right. So you send those guys.
Yeah.
So would you?
I would send these guys on any very like specialized mission.
So like so where would you send these guys on?
Hold the line. These guys are SF.
They go in.
These guys are SF.
Yeah. They go like behind enemy lines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So would you send these guys to the ships or the planets?
The ships.
The ships.
If you want to take down some craft world, you'd probably send Space Marines too.
Yeah.
Because
obviously
that always helps.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it quietly, you probably send a bunch of these guys.
Yeah. Who would you send to the planets? I mean, you said they were all farmers on planets, right?
Well, no, I mean I think they do farm, but they also defend, and then the Exodites, like they ride like giant lizards as well.
Giant lizards.
So I don't know that much about the Exodites, so I'll focus on like the normal Eldari.
Yeah.
Because they do come to planets for something.
Yeah.
As well, like human planets, like a lost Eldari artifact, and there's a human world built on top of it.
Yeah.
So they'll show up with like their grav tanks and their but they don't. I don't think they're not showing up to fucking do a fucking trench warfare.
Yeah, no,
they don't have that many.
No,
so they're coming in, they're going in and out.
Yeah, so they're like the Tau.
They're like fast strike. Yeah, they're
Right.
And like they're coming in with their striking scorpions.
Okay.
Which is their like, because they have like different what's the word for warrior aspects.
Okay.
And there's like the howling banshees and the striking scorpions who are all in green, and they're very dope looking. The howling banshees literally howl at you.
Oh really?
And they have like a helmet that like amplifies it.
Oh no
so
shit!
Like,
so it's kind of like
your.
Oh jeez.
It makes you like quake in fear, and I think it like shatters
it's like
your.
What is it?
Equilibrium.
No, it's like
they're running at you with a sword.
Ride closer, so I may hit it with my sword.
Again.
It has
Swords
to look cool. So Eldari. So you'd send the
Scions.
The Scions.
Yeah.
And then who would you send to defend the planet?
If they were coming in?
Yeah. I feel like the Krieg would work now.
Yeah, the Krieg would work.
Digging in artillery.
Probably someone who's like really good at probably the oh god, what is it? The Mordian acid dogs they're called. They're called that because they live on a world that's like it's a mining world and everyone it's a lot of like acid or something.
Yeah, a lot of
it's like a toxic world almost, and they live like underground.
Yeah.
And I think they're like experts in urban combat. So anyone who's an expert in urban combat. So probably like the Mordian acid dogs. Don't confuse them with the Mordian Iron Guard or like the fresh Grenadiers as well.
Grenadiers. All right. So that's the Eldari Empire, and and
the Drukhari are evil.
Well, hold on.
Well,
where would you put them on a tier list?
Oh, of scary.
I don't think they're that scary.
No.
I feel like they're kind of like the Tau.
Same with the Tau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where would you put them?
Was that like a C?
Really, C?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty low, right?
Yeah, it is pretty low.
Yeah, they're very like they're not gonna do anything to you after they kill you.
I mean, what do you think they do with prisoners? Just kind of like you're in prison now.
No, they probably don't keep prisoners.
They probably don't. No. So I guess
usually they're like lightning.
Yeah.
Raids
so I mean, plus they probably only have so much space in there.
They'll probably just let you go.
Really? You think so? They wouldn't like just shoot you?
If you're wounded and they got something to do, they'll probably just let you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find your own way back.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh. All right. Moving on to the Drukhari. And I think you were excited about this one.
Kinda.
Yeah. So
these guys, you want to shoot yourself in the head if they're gonna take you prisoner.
So these guys are the evil elves.
The evil elves.
Yeah. Space elves.
Evil space elves, and they keep themselves. They were outside of. They're in the webway when Slaanesh was born.
Okay, so they were like in the other dimension.
Yes, in the Eldari other dimension.
Okay.
So it doesn't rely on the warp.
Okay.
And they built a city inside their Kamara.
Really?
And they are strictly raiders. They're raiders, enslavers, the other R word. And they to stave off Slaanesh and to keep themselves young. This is a grim derp.
Grim derp?
Yeah, when you go too grim dark, I call it grim derp.
There you go.
Yeah, I think Major Kill called it that. He's a YouTuber. Really? Yeah, he's like, so to stave off like them like aging and like being like slowly sucked in by Slaanesh, they have to just like relentlessly torture people,
really,
and do horrible things to people.
So these guys are pretty scary.
Yeah, these guys are pretty fucked up.
So are they in like the galaxy?
No,
too?
they're in the web.
They're only in the webways.
They're in the webway.
Okay.
And they come out of the webway when they need shit, like slaves. And they don't spend too much time.
No.
They're again. It's like all three of these guys. They're the Tau, the Eldar, the Drukhari. They're very like.
Yeah, the lightning fast.
I mean, the Tau wage like a planetary campaign.
Yeah. But
Eldari and Drukhari they're in and out.
Okay. So
Drukhari, they have to go back to the webway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it like drains them to be out of
So if they get drained, do they get like become Slaanesh?
Well, no, you can't become Slaanesh.
Well, I mean, like, do they get?
I mean, there's ways that they save themselves from it.
Yeah.
They have like a specific doctor. I forget what it's called. It's incubi, something like that. And it's like, say you were blown to pieces and your pinky's the only thing left. They can take that and recreate you before Slaanesh can get her hands on your soul. Yeah, and they have like different covenants or something, or not covenants. I forget what it's called. Covens, maybe.
I don't know.
It's like different groups of them, you know.
Yeah.
Think of it as
so it's like different like clans almost.
Yeah, thinking of it as that.
Okay. So
and they're you do not want to get, and they have like horrific things that they like experiment on and create like these monsters
really
that are horrific to see in the battlefield. I mean, when the Tau first met him, they trusted him. The Tau trusted him. Really? Big mistake.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And the Drukhari were like, yeah, we just want to, like, we'll help you fight off the Tyranids.
Yeah, totally.
Just give us a couple hundred of your people. And the Tau were like, oh, like for a cultural exchange?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
And then the next time
And then
they
we
went
never
to fight,
saw them again.
no, they did.
They did.
Next time they went to fight the Tyranids, they're like, the Towel's like, all right, where are our allies? And they're like, what are those? And there's these horrible mutated giant blue things.
Oh God.
That it's clearly they took the Tau and like a human centipeded them.
Really?
They created like a huge monster.
What the fuck?
Like a huge like thing. And the Tau were like, what the fuck is that? And they tried up and dude, the Drukhari is such dicks.
Yeah.
Too. And the Tau, they go to kill the Drukhari because they're pissed.
Yeah.
Because they turned all their people and like stitched them together.
Oh jeez.
They make a horrible monster. And then the Drukhari just like kill the Tau and then peace out and blow up something.
Oh my God.
And they're like, fuck you.
Doesn't elaborate.
Doesn't elaborate. No.
So they
assholes.
are pretty much just a bunch of assholes, really.
Yes, they. I don't like hate factions because it's fictional.
Yeah.
So I don't get attached to like personally.
Yeah.
You know, but I fucking hate these guys.
Yeah.
Like I really like I hate them. Every time they're in like a book.
Yeah.
I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you
I don't
guys.
want to hear about this shit.
Ooh, torture. Ooh,
So
I'm gonna torture my slaves tonight.
So they look like knights almost.
Well, they're just emo Eldar.
They're emo Eldar.
Yeah.
Yeah. They what are these? Is that like a gun?
Yeah, it's a gun.
Yeah.
With little sights,
weird...
just so they torture you a little more.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
They're assholes.
A scythe with a gun, a gun with a scythe on it. So they
have no psychers.
They have no psychers
because they're terrified. Because if you're a psyker,
yeah, you
can become a demon can possess you and use you as a gateway to let a bunch of other demons.
That's the whole problem with the warp drive, right? Because the Imperium of Man rely on psychers.
Yes,
they're warped. So that's why
the navigator.
Yeah.
He sees his way through the galaxy.
So that's why he was trying to get.
But a warp drive is the Geller field.
Okay.
That's what you're thinking of. You want that up all the time.
Okay.
It's like a shield. It's like to shield you from the warp.
Yeah.
And if it goes down, it turns into have you seen Event Horizon?
No, I don't think so.
Well, a watch Event Horizon because it's almost like a 40k movie.
Event Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with the
guy from Jurassic Park?
Is that like an old movie?
Yeah. It's like a sci-fi movie.
I've never seen it.
They're trying to like do faster than light travel or something with like black holes and everybody goes crazy.
Oh yeah.
And like the dude like plucks his own eyes out.
Nice. How old is it?
It's like 90s.
Oh, so it's like really campy.
Early 2000s.
So it's like really campy.
It's pretty scary.
Oh, it's scary?
Yeah.
You know, I just watched a scary movie the other day. And it was like terrible.
What was it?
It was like these group of people are underwater and they're mining and they find a ship, like a Russian ship that was sunk. And it's like this, it's kind of Lovecraftian where it's like the guy found like vodka, but like the specimen was in vodka. So he drank it. It was the guy, not Joe Pesci, but the other guy from Home Alone, wasn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they turn it like they all fuse together and they become this monster. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Me and my fiance watched it. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't even funny bad. It was just bad.
It was just bad.
I'm like, oh, I thought this was gonna be funny.
Yeah. No.
Because like you got those funny bad movies. Yeah. It's like, damn.
That's funny.
I thought it was gonna be funny.
That's kind of funny though.
Yeah, I just wasted an hour of my life.
So Drukhari, leave a bullet for yourself if you're wounded and left behind.
Oh man. So how? So
yourself.
if they don't have psychers, how do they get out of the warp?
They use the webway. They don't rely. Yeah, the Eldari, Drukhari, they don't rely on the warp.
No.
They use think of the webway as like a tunnel.
Yeah.
And it goes through the whole galaxy. And there's different exits. Think of it as a super highway.
Okay.
That doesn't rely on any psychic shit.
So
and the warp. The webway's like $2.95.
Okay.
It's very nice. And it goes for a long way. The warp is $24.
Oh, jeez.
It's a fucking shit show.
It is a shit show. Potholes.
You fuck up once.
Demons.
It's a shit. Yeah, you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Make one mistake and you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
So that's the best way to describe
terrible.
it. Yeah, 24 is terrible.
Yeah, I fucking hate 24. Because in the middle of it, there's construction there.
Yeah.
And then nobody merges.
There's a bunch of demons.
There's a bunch of demons too. And you got to worry about demons. Yeah. That's why you got to bring the bolt gun with me.
Honey, got the bolt gun.
Honey, bring me the bolt gun. I got to go to work.
It's in the living room.
It's in the living room. So you don't want to fuck around with the Drukhari. So who would you send to fight the Drukhari?
Nobody? Just all Space Marines.
All Space Marines. No.
Please, fuck them up.
Yeah. So can they even... So have they tried to kill them in the war?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They showed up. They,
it's like
there's this dude, the head of the Drukhari, the one to kill off all his rivals. I think his name's Vect or something like that.
That sounds pretty dark elf.
He allowed a salamander, the salamanders?
Yeah.
One of their ships was captured with a librarian on it. And they captured it and they brought it to Kamara. But Vect, he allowed them to broadcast help. So the whole fucking chapter showed up.
Yeah. It was like an ambush.
Yeah. Because he was trying to get rid of his rivals.
Okay.
And they came to Kamara and the Salamanders, I think with help of Imperial Guard as well.
Yeah.
And like another Space Marine chapter. They fucked shit up. They killed a lot of fucking like perma killed too.
Yeah.
See, with the Necrons, you know how they can come back.
Yeah.
You got to worry about that with the Drukhari.
Yeah.
Because even if you blow off a finger, they can still like rebuild them.
Yeah.
Like genetically.
So the salamanders like
salamanders like fire. So fire gets rid of any genetic material.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they fucked them up.
So salamanders showed them up. Yeah, and fucked them up.
So I feel like
Vect was like, good.
Why don't they just kill all the Drukhari?
Because it'd probably be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Salamanders came in, fucked shit up, and then they were like, okay, time to
go.
Yeah, time to go.
So did they get the librarian back, or was he dead?
they got their guys back.
Oh, so it's a successful mission then.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Good. Our first catch of the day.
Like you not a fish.
So
Drukhari are A tier scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not S. Because if you get captured, you get tortured.
Yeah, you get tortured and other things too.
Yeah.
Not just torture.
Your orifices get filled.
Yes.
With
other people, probably. With things that shouldn't go there. And then they might make you fight in a coliseum against all right, here's this asshole with a pipe. Okay, here's a Biotitan.
Yeah. That sucks.
So hurting you is their sport, and it keeps them young.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess like, so are they like can an Eldari become a Drukhari? Is that like a thing?
I think it's more so an Eldar just becomes more of a pirate. Okay. Like they don't have the same problem.
Okay.
As or they might. I'm not 100% sure, but because the Eldar usually are, they're very strict about they're like living in a monastery. They keep away from temptation, sort of thing, and I mean they have kids, but stuff like that. But they're very not like.
Do they reproduce?
Yeah, they reproduce. Okay. Of course, they reproduce.
I don't know.
But they're more of like. They like revere Assyrian, the Eldari do, which is like one of their gods, I think.
Yeah.
And it helps them keep off the chaos and the slain and the slanish.
I feel like Drukhari are like chaos, but they're not.
Almost. They're almost like chaos.
Like they're kind of like the other way,
Yeah, but they're also. I think they're also terrified of chaos. But they're just fucked up all by themselves. They're like
selfish almost.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I still want to do things.
I still want to do the horrible things.
Yeah.
But I don't want Slanesh to grab me.
Yeah, I don't want to be like.
I don't want to be
under Slanesh.
Something. I don't want to be R-word.
My orifice
R-worded by demons forever.
By demons forever. So what tier did you put them?
I put them at A.
Yeah. Pretty scary.
I mean, they are pretty horrifying.
Yeah. So is there any other factions you want to talk about?
The Harud.
Or
the Herder.
The Herder.
The Hrud are an alien race that I think they fought during the Great Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Emperor and the Primarchs were around. Yeah. And I think their technology was like, it aged you. So they aged a bunch of guard guy, like normal humans into like dust.
Oh, jeez.
And then like Space Marines, it didn't infect as much because they're effectively immortal.
Yeah, yeah.
But like they did it to a Primarch, and he could tell like, whoa, they just aged me like quite a bit, like 3,000 years. Yeah,
my back hurts.
Because Primarchs are like immortal. Too.
Yeah. So yeah,
they're just cool. Yeah. And they look like I don't know. They look fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of melting shit with eyeballs.
They're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about let's move from 40k.
Okay.
And I think we should talk about what I think we should like brainstorm right now what we should talk about for next week.
I don't know.
I have a couple ideas.
What are your ideas?
I have a couple of I think we should talk about like some really bad 90s war movies.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching I watched some of the Tom Clancy movies recently.
Oh yeah.
They're not bad, but they're very campy.
Which ones?
I watched all of them.
I watched Patriots game?
Yep.
That one's great.
I watched the other one with Harrison Ford.
Clear and Present Danger. Yep. I love that one.
And I love how like in the beginning of the movie, the president's like, it's a clear and present danger. Like, that's a movie. He just said the movie name.
He just said it. Dude, The Hunt for the Red October.
Yeah, I watched that one
too. It's awesome.
It is an awesome movie.
I love how Sean Connery talks like Sean Connery.
That's exactly what I said.
Ah, yes. My name is Victor Kamarov.
Yeah.
I'm clearly Russian.
But I noticed, like, I don't want to talk too much because I want to save some stuff for next week. But
Dude, you know what movie we should also talk about?
What?
Speaking of Sean Connery, The Highlander.
I've never seen that movie.
Well, you need to fucking watch it.
Is it on? What's it on?
I don't know.
I'll have to figure it out.
Get it on YouTube.
But I was going to say about the Red October is I didn't know he spoke Russian at the beginning of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was very cool.
Yeah.
But then the way they do it in all the movies where they're speaking a different language.
Yeah, and then they change it.
But then they kind of I know in Red October they zoomed in on the guy.
Yeah.
And then it zoomed out and he started speaking English.
Yeah.
That was kind of like he's still speaking Russian, quotation marks.
But this is for you.
Yeah, this is for you, so not the subtitles.
We're not going to make you read subtitles.
Yeah.
So.
We're not going to make Sean Connery speak Russian for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I think we should talk about like some, you want to just talk about like Sean Connery movies?
We should. Just Sean Connery. That should be the image. Me, you, and then
and Sean Connery
from The Rock.
I was gonna say from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That wasn't a bad movie, but it was also a bad movie.
Yeah, that was. It's like a fun movie.
Yeah, it is a fun movie.
But it was also terrible. But it was fun at the same time.
Yeah, I think that will be our next.
All right.
Our next thing.
That'd be dope.
Because I did watch. I actually all the James Bond movies are on HBO.
Yeah.
And which movies was he in? I know he was in
the one where he was a Japanese guy. He disguised himself as a Japanese guy. Yeah.
Which one was that?
I gotta look it up.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
It's the one with the Dr. Evil lookalike.
Oh, okay.
The one with the inspiration for Dr. Evil.
Like from Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
because Austin Powers is just a spoof.
Yeah, it was a spoof. I'll have to watch. I'll have to figure it out. But I know he was like classic Bond.
Yeah.
Aside from that other guy with the, what's his name?
Roger
Moore.
Roger Moore.
Yeah. And then I watched the
Timothy Dalton.
What?
No, just kidding.
Wasn't he in like one?
He was in two.
No, like one movie.
Oh.
What was there was an actor for James.
George Lazenby.
Yeah, he was
Australian.
He had like no experience.
He did one movie.
Yeah.
Her Majesty's Secret Service. Yeah. That was his.
Didn't they remake
and they were
that?
like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think they remade it.
No.
Oh, they might have.
I think they did.
But Timothy Dalton, another British guy, they did he did two movies.
Yeah.
Do you know who James Bond is based off of?
Who?
Christopher Lee.
Really? I think I knew that.
Ian Fleming was his cousin.
Oh.
And he wrote the books about him because he was a spy during World War II.
Do you think he saw shit? Do you think he was
he told Peter Jackson how you properly stab somebody.
Yeah.
Told Peter Jackson on the set of Lord of the Rings. Because he has a death scene. Yeah. Watch the extended edition. If you haven't, you need to.
Yeah. I saw that interview.
He goes like, and he's and Christopher Lee goes to Peter Jackson goes,
that's not how that happens.
You wouldn't go, you would go, it's more like a because all the air is leaving your lungs as you're being stabbed. And Peter Jackson's probably like,
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
which was hilarious, by the way.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's also like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, holy shit, Christopher Lee.
You know, he
related to Charlemagne somehow.
Yeah, he was.
Like a descendant.
You know, Christopher Lee has a metal band.
Yeah, called
Charlemagne.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool. He's actually a pretty good singer.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
Well, I know.
He was dope. He was dope as fuck.
He was cool. He was a sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
he was knighted.
Yeah, of course.
He actually met J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yes, he did.
And J.R.R. Tolkien told him, you can be Gandalf if they ever make a movie.
Yeah.
And then on the first day of like reading through the script or whatever, you know, when you get the cast together, he like turns to what's his name? Gandalf, Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, yeah.
He turns to him and he's like, I always thought I would have been Gandalf.
Shit.
But no, he said it was like the greatest thing he ever did.
I'm sure he was a good sport about it.
Oh yeah. No, they were friendly.
Yeah.
It's not like he was a dick.
No.
Yeah, I think it was just he meant it as a joke, probably.
Yeah, definitely. Very dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very British.
But yeah. I think he loved doing that too.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Because he was
because they did it like right.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they left some things out.
I know, but like
some things.
The cool thing about Lord of the Rings, because I read the books, and then when you watch the movies, you're like, oh, I know exactly where they are in the book.
Yeah.
You know? It's really cool.
Yeah.
That's how you do it right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should talk about just. We'll talk during the week. We'll try to brainstorm.
Okay.
What we want to talk about, but I think the 40K, it was kind of like. I mean, definitely don't take our word for it. You definitely want to do your own research because we definitely scratched the surface with this stuff. Like, it's kind of like an overview. It's just kind of
overview.
Two guys talking about 40K.
Yeah.
You know, but I think next week we'll talk about something else nerdy.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe
and like
and leave a comment.
Give us money.
Definitely share with your friends.
Yeah.
It's something for fun.
Just something for fun. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah. I mean,
please help us.
I was actually thinking, I really like how the production quality is where like we have like this intro song, right?
Yeah.
And it's like this very cool thing, and then our mics are shitty.
Shitty as fuck. And we're like screaming the whole time.
Yeah. And then like the outro music is like great, and it's like very good production. It's just like the middle of the actual thing.
Gotta work it out.
Yeah.
Gotta work it out, baby. This is the third one.
Yeah. This is the third one.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Just gotta work it out. Just keep going at it.
I wonder what we should do for the 10th one. Yeah. We'll goon on the podcast.
Yeah. Stream it.
Live screen the
goon.
The goon.
We'll talk about Dune.
Doom goon. All right. Well, that's a wrap, and
that is a wrap.
Appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on Facebook. And yeah. Anything else you want to say?
Peace.
Peace
out.
Okay.
In the grim darkness of the 40th.
Yes, in the 40th. All right. See you later.
See you.